Reacher's back, baby! And he's not the biggest guy in the series? Oh, shit. The Reacher series started off great with the first season, doing exactly what you expected a Reacher series should do, if you've ever read any of Lee Child's books. Being a fan and having read a few Reacher novels over the years, the first season was pure Reacher perfection. The big, really big, clever loner doing things his own way and taking many names on the way to getting justice. Reacher also flew directly in the face of the 2022 political climate of everything having to be DEI'd up the wazoo. And with people so tired of being constantly bashed over the head with DEI sticks, this series about a pure old-school hyper-masculine guy kicking ass and not a pronoun in sight was an incredible breath of fresh air. There were no political messages to be had. It was the story about the good guy going up against the big evil corporation who had help from evil forces within the government.
Let me guess, DEA thinks we do business with bad people. You have any thoughts on dessert?
I have a plan.
You know him? I thought I killed him years ago.
That's it. No extra messaging.
Mr. Reacher,
Your record is impressive.
bench press proves nothing.
Welcome to the team, Reacher.
I'm in.
Just an investigative action series distilled down to its most basic formula.
I figured out why you do what you do. Because you hate the big, the powerful, who think they can get away with things. So you make sure they don't.
You just figured that out?
And it worked really well. But then, as with most sequels, the studio thought that they had to go bigger and better than the first series, which would have been okay if they chose the right parts to go bigger and better with. But then they went bigger with the cast. All of a sudden, the loner was now part of a whole crew doing things with multiple storylines of flashbacks and things happening all over the place. It was just simply too chaotic for a Reacher series. And looking at the scores for the episodes, you can actually start to see the second series ratings drop as the story got bigger and bigger. So seeing this trailer bringing the Reacher formula back to its basic form with him doing what he needs to do on his own, with only Neely helping him every now and then, was a huge sigh of relief. This feels more like Reacher.
Mr. Reacher, maybe we can help each other out.
You're subscribing, aren't you?
Now, one of the things that the series got very right was to cast Big Alan Ritchson as Reacher. At 6'3", Ritchson is a very big guy. And for both the first two seasons, he was always the biggest and most intimidating guy in the room. So it's kind of fun to see them bringing in the giant Olivier Richters, who at 7'2" holds the Guinness Book of World Records for being the world's tallest bodybuilder. That's the sort of extreme they had to go to make Reacher look small. I love it! It's a nice change of dynamic, where Reacher now is not the biggest guy in the room anymore. But apart from that, it looks like this will be classic Reacher. He's on his own, working a case with occasional help from Neely. Brute force and intelligence are his best friends.
Exactly how much danger is this job putting me in? How much time do I have?
I don't know. Who are you up against, Reacher?
Long story.
This feels much more like Season 1, and I'm personally very excited for it. This looks like that pure escapism that seems to have been lost in the last few years in movies and series. Not every movie or series has to get me thinking or push an agenda or try to explain the meaning of life. Sometimes it's just fun to watch the big guys solving cases and beating up bad guys. Is that really so bad? Anywho, that's me signing off.
You have any thoughts on dessert?